Hey guys, welcome back to Lindsay Adventures. What's going on? So today we're going to do a cooking video. I haven't done it in a while. Did a dessert a couple weeks ago, but it's something different. So today we're going to be doing a steak, marinated, like a smoky flavoured steak with a sweet potato rosti. So quite simple, but what we're going to do is just use ingredients that I already have in the house. So I haven't gone out to shopping centres and spent $1,000 worth of ingredients. I've just looked around the house. A lot of people have steak, a lot of people have dried herbs, minced garlic, and if you don't have vegetables, something wrong with you, because vegetables are very healthy. So what I have, it's not the best quality steak, but it's got some porterhouse from the shops. So it's probably a good size 250 gram one. So I'm gonna get some extra virgin olive oil. Just gonna put it on a plate, because the secret is you're gonna put some flavors into your steak before you're about to cook it off. So extra virgin olive oil, you can use normal oil, whatever. So I'm gonna use some thyme, just from the supermarket. I just have this sitting in the house because you can buy this months on hand and have it sitting there. So it's a bit weird, I know, we just put it on a plate, but this is how we're gonna marinate the steak. And then I want like a smoky flavor, so I'm gonna use some paprika. Just sprinkle it out on the plate with the oil and stuff. And then we're gonna go salt. Very important to have salt and pepper. So everyone has mixed herbs. Doesn't do a lot with flavour, but just gives it a bit more of a crunch. Alright, and what we're gonna do is gonna get your hands dirty. Gonna get your hands. So a nice little bit of steak, got some nice mush. Gonna get your hands coming through it, whatnot. So it's really quite nice. So just gonna rub it in to a steak like that. So the whole thing pretty much marinated. So marinated means oils and different sauces coated into your steak. So you want it completely covering it like that. It's gonna be a beautiful smoky flavour with that paprika, salt and pepper, thyme. Oh, it's just gonna be sensational. Alright, so the trick is we'll let that sit for a little bit. Let's wash my hands. We cooked about 4 sweet potatoes. I just peeled them, just boiled them up. So this is the potato rosti part. So I've got them going at the moment. They're ready to go. So I've just got 4 sweet potato and I've just peeled them, cooked them off, just chucked them in whole. You can cut them up, cook them up faster. So I'm just going to chuck them to a strainer now. And they're going to be quite hot, so I want to mash them up with my hands. So what we're going to do is just cool them down. So it's virtually like mashed potato and whatnot, but we're going to be doing a few things to it. So to make a good rosti, you need flour, you need eggs. You can use cheese or Parmesan cheese, but I'm going to cheese at the moment. And it's just almost like making like a rissole. Alright, so potatoes cook right through. The best way to see, obviously, is very simple, but I just get a fork. If it goes straight through the sweet potato, it means it's cooked right through. I know it's quite silly to say that, but probably some people don't know how to cook. Quite silly to say that, but probably some people don't know how to cook sweet potato. Quite silly to say that, but probably some people don't know how to cook sweet potato. Alright, so what we're going to do, quite silly to say that, but probably some people don't know how to cook sweet potato. First things first is to mash it up. So it's quite hot still. Might just get a masher. Like it. So pretty much the same process of like making mashed potato. But we're just going to do a few things different because you want it more of a dry mix. You don't want a wet mix. So I've had sour cream, could add sour cream to it. So we've got a little bit of mixed herbs. Potato. Salt and pepper. Whoa, what happened? Potato. So we're going to go thyme as well. So I use thyme in the marinade, plus in here. So using the same ingredient a couple times, which is pretty good. Bit of garlic. Smells like garlicky. Keeps those vampires away. Bit of garlic in there like that. Not too much. You want a little bit of flour, plain flour. Just sort of keep it a little bit dry. And we want some eggs. So we're going to go probably 2 eggs for 4 sweet potato. 1 hand of crack. So I could add more eggs to it, but I don't want it to get too wet, so I might have to add some more flour. Potato, we're into it soon. You probably don't want to add potato crumbs. You can, but you potato. Breadcrumbs are giving it more of a grainy potato flavour, but because we're making them rusty potato, and you want it to pretty much like a rusty potato, but it's pretty much like a potato cake at the same time. Sorry, she's a bit hot still. So yeah, if you want to do this recipe, maybe cook the sweet potato maybe an hour beforehand, unless you got tough hands, you know. So she's coming together, Hopefully the plain flour will make it more easier to ball it up. So it's coming together quite nicely now. Get a little bit drier. So I've just had 2 eggs, plain flour, salt and pepper, a little bit of thyme, and a bit of love. Potato, a bit of TLC, need a bit of that. Alright, so what we're going to do now, potato, try to place it together like a little ball. Oh, that's better, it's coming together now. Potato, so that's cool. Alright, so potato, that's exactly what you want. You want to try it out first, you want to try to ball it up if you can. So what we're going to do now is cook it. So, potato. Alright, so the fun part. So I got my pan with some nice lines in it. I'm going to cook the steak in it, so I'm going to get some sexy squirrel lines in it. And my other pan is for the potato rosties. So I've got them quite a bit high heat, which is good. So potato rosties, just a bit of butter. You want to get that colour in it. Well, we'll do butter and oil at the same time. So bit of extra virgin olive oil. And then a little bit in this pan. So that will help seal the steak, give it some more flavour, give it a bit more oomph. Alright, so we're going to let that butter melt a bit. And what we'll do while she's waiting, like we were seasoning in a frosty now, but we'll put a little bit more in there. So when it all goes in, it all goes in. Go straight in like that. Beautiful. Oh hey guys, so I'm nearly up to 100 subscribers. I'm up to 95 and so close. I sort of don't want to get 100 subscribers now, but you know. So what I'm still going to be doing once I get 100 subscribers is have 10 shots of alcohol. So I'm getting a bit nervous about it because it's getting quite close. So I'm going to have this table here with 10 shots lined up with alcohol. My housemate's going to pick different alcohol types. Hopefully no Jägermeister, because Jägermeister makes me sick. And then I'll try my hardest. I'll probably have some water things next to it as well. And then, yeah, I might not be able to do them all at once, but do a couple, you know, a bit of chat, maybe have a spew, and then go for another couple more. So I'm getting a bit nervous about it, but you know, it's what you're going to do when you get to 100 subscribers. It's a hard life, being a YouTuber. No, it was really just like a celebration of, you know, coming this far. Like, I never thought I'd get past 35 subscribers, so thank you to all my viewers out there, like watching my videos and whatnot. Like, I really appreciate it. And every time I get a new subscriber, it really gives me more motivation to be doing stuff, you know, so it's quite cool. Alright, so what we're going to do first is put on a steak. Actually, no, what we'll do is a potato rosti. So we'll make that first. We've got the pan going now. Turn that down a little bit. So I'm going to put probably 3 or 4 in there. I'm flouring my hands like this, or like that. So this is already cooked, but we just want to brown it up a little bit. And as it goes straight through, it will colour the edges to a nice golden brown. So I guess it's sort of like an easy potato rosti. Like potato rosti, you have a bit more stuff in it, but like onions and stuff like that. But these are just like, I don't know, some potato balls. They're quite cool. Nice for a good steak. All right, so I'll turn that heat up a bit more. And next up, the most crucial part right now. So if you want to know if your pan's hot enough, obviously you can see smoke coming up, but you just get a little bit of water. You chuck it in like that. If you hear that sizzle noise, she means she's ready to go. So we've got our sexy steak. Oh, look at that, beautiful, marinated. Oh, I smell that. Yum, look at that. All right, so what we're gonna do is get some lines in our steak, like that. So go on a side angle, it's a bit more extra toppings on it, like that. Beautiful. I can smell those aromas now, smells amazing. Enough, a bit more. So what we're going to do is seal both sides and then seal it this way so you get the sexy lines either side. So we'll check these out, flip them over. Oh, look at that, beautiful. Nice brown colour on top, like that. That over? Oh, look at that, sensational. Look at that, sensational. Look at that, sensational. Sensational. So you could add a bit of carrot to them, a bit of onion. I'm just keeping them fairly easy. Sweet potato balls. I just love sweet potato, it's so healthy. It's the best thing if you're going to the gym. Make sweet potato mash, or sweet potato balls, sweet potato balls, sweet potato balls, or just roast sweet potato. Or you can do a sweet potato salad. You can do so much with sweet potato balls. Sweet potato, it's not funny. Like, I just love it. Sweet potato balls, bit of green beans, fucking beautiful. All right, so we're gonna check this steak. We get some lines already. Oh, look at that, sensational, beautiful lines. So we want that lines on the other side as well. So the best way too, guys, so when we're in restaurants and hotels, how to cook a good steak, obviously to seal it over, you want the blood to come up. And then you seal it because you keep the blood inside the steak to keep it moist. And one way to cook a steak, moist. I like it medium rare, but cook a good steak, you can use an old hand trick. So what we do as chefs, just get your normal hand, and if you do that, and touch it like that, means rare. That means rare, medium well done, because it's nice and firm on the steak. So that's a good way we teach our apprentices. Moist. When we're in the hotels and you've got 1,000 steaks on the grill and you're just going for a bang bang cooking them. But after you get a bit moist, about experience, you can have 100 steaks on the grill and you sort of know, all the orders coming in. But normally a little trick that I use when I'm in a hotel if I'm doing a steak night with 1,000 steaks, I have little sections. I have all my well dones up the back, medium wells in the char grill. Then I have all mediums in one line. Then I have all medium rares, and then rares, and that one moist. I know if I got moist. It's 4 rares, 4 mediums. I know exactly where they are, and it's like a little map on your grill. You take a steak off the grill, put it on your little resting tray, and beautiful, bang. Moist. So what we're going to do, once this steak is up to, we want to cook it just past rare, and then we'll rest it, and then we'll re-put it back into the grill, so it moist, because, turn them off, because what we want to do is, it's going to keep cooking, but you want to rest it for 4 or 5 minutes. So, turn that over again. Oh, beautiful, feels nice, sexy colours coming out. So, touch that now, it's almost about, it's over rare, so what we're going to do is take that out and we'll rest that aside for just a couple minutes. What that will do is always flavours will just come out of the steak. So it's like when you chuck a steak, if you were to jump into a fry pan right now, you'd freak out and you'd tense right up. But take it out of the pan, take the steak out of the pan, you just relax, no more heat, sweet, no more heat. Relax, and that's how you get all the flavour into your steak. And just before I want to serve it, you can rest it there for like 10 minutes if you wanted to. And you have all those juices coming out. But then just before you want to serve it, you want to flash it back into a hot pan, just to bring it back up to temperature again, because you don't want to eat a cold steak. You want it to be nice and hot. All right, we'll serve these up. All right guys, so it's been about 5 minutes now, so we just rested our steak. So we've got sweet potato cakes ready to go. And I got this pan, still pretty hot. So what we're going to do is just flash the steak into the pan, like that. And just bring it back up to the temperature, which is what we want. So when we eat our food, it's not going to be too hot or cold. Alright, so that's warming up now. Alright, so I'm going to serve this one up. Quite easy. So I'm just going to be putting 2 potato cakes on a plate like that. Beautiful. If I had some broccolini or something like that, would be quite nice with it as well, but this is like a good gym later before you're about to go to the gym. Put it like that, a bit of angle. And what we're going to do, because I love barbecue sauce. I know people shouldn't eat as much as what I do, but I just love the taste. I pretty much put barbecue sauce on anything, like sausage sizzle to salmon to anything if I just eat it for myself. Just gonna pour a little bit of barbecue sauce over it. People are gonna be like, oh, you're wrecking a dish, you're destroying it. No, but it's a home dish, not a restaurant style. So there we go, nice 250 gram porterhouse steak with some potato cakes. And guys, so stay tuned too. I've got some pretty cool videos coming up in the next few weeks. I'm going away to Fraser with some friends and family. And it's just gonna be an epic trip, going for a whole week, camping all over the island. I'm gonna be doing some beach cooking as well in the back of my cruiser. Probably getting some bogs, because it's probably gonna be pretty soft sand over there as well. Get a chance to show you some pretty cool places where we like to go in Fraser. We're gonna be going right to the tip of the island as well, with Sandy Cape. Last time I went over there, my first video I ever made, there was a bit of a cyclone came over and we sort of got blown away. So that sort of sucked. But yeah, I'm gonna be cooking some gourmet food on the beach. Like you wouldn't think, there'll be nothing around us. I'll be in the back of my cruiser, cooking up some salmon or something like that. So pretty cool, so stay tuned. Yeah, and subscribe. I need to get to 100 subscribers to have 10 shots. Wow, can't believe it, I'm saying that, but I am. So yeah, stay tuned. Lindsay Adventures, out. Woo.